Bishop Robert Rudolph.
Good afternoon. At 17 years old, Bishop D.L. Lindsey made a commitment to God. He told him that if he would allow him to finish school and be able to be a success in life, that he would give back his time, his effort, and his energy into being a leader for not only the state of Arkansas, but for the church that he loved so well. After graduating from Arkansas Baptist College and completing extensive graduate work at the Fisk University and Tuskegee University, he settled into life as a husband, a father, and an educator. Along the way, something happened. He took a porch and he borrowed $500 from a financial institution that he later became a member of the board, and founded Lindsey's Enterprises, which housed Lindsey's Barbecue and other entrepreneurial pursuits. He served as the first African-American member of the North Little Rock City Council, and later on he served on various boards and commissions throughout the state of Arkansas. In 1974, he was appointed prelate of the Arkansas 2nd Jurisdiction. This was extremely important because on the first official day service for that organization, there were 300 individuals present, and that particular jurisdiction comprised roughly 8 districts at the state headquarters in Camden, Arkansas. This jurisdiction grew so much in his 35 years as jurisdictional prelate that it currently has 20 districts with over 1,200 on official day at the Hot Springs Convention Center. Due to his involvement as a mentor in the Church of God in Christ and in other areas, Bishop Lindsey was blessed to see 7 men to be elevated to the office of bishop within the Church of God in Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor and privilege to present to you my spiritual father and mentor, the Right Reverend Donnie Lee Lindsey.
Like this. There is a name I love to hear. Wow. I've been trying to figure out what can a preacher say in 5 minutes?
Right.
Mr. Stewart, members of this awesome committee, my community of friends, brothers and sisters across the city and across Arkansas, my thanks to you for trusting and giving me an opportunity to do those things that the Lord inspired me to do. Without your help, I could not have been able to do what I've tried to do. To my family, out of all of the levels of sacrificing that goes with achieving and being successful, I feel that my wife, who's not able to be with us in person tonight, health problems, but I feel that they are the ones that should be receiving this recognition because they made this supreme sacrifice And I'd like you to give my wife and my family a hand of appreciation. My words of thanks is to all of you who stood with me, with your prayers, with your support, realizing that there was an author who said one time that men are not measured from the height they attain, but from the depths from whence they come. It is because of you, a part of an environment, a city, that at 17 years old, I was a dropout, very terrible young man, left home, had to leave because I was so terrible I had a 12-gauge shotgun shell to take my father out if he crossed my path. But I left, and the Lord completely transformed my life because I told him I want to be saved. So I've served in this city. I'm a dropout, back in school at 16 or 17 years old in the 10th grade with less than an 8th grade IQ. But when God transformed my life, I went back to school. And I promised the Lord that whatever you bless me with, whether it's talent, ability, or money, I would give it back to you. So these 75 or more years, what I've tried to do humbly, I've tried to pay on my bill.
Preach it.
I feel a strong sense of indebtedness to carry on the legacy that inspired me. Businessmen, less than a 3rd grade education, from the street, 9th Street, Broadway back to 9th Street, Chester, there was black entrepreneurs. We had our own professional buildings, we had our own theater, and our own pharmacies. We have businesses up and down that particular avenue across the city. And I thought how they did so much with so little. And I feel that we have had a responsibility of sharing in the legacy of those who did so much with so little. And so mine has been a role of service. And I've been thankful to be embraced in carrying out those responsibilities because of you, because of my family, and because of God, who shared a story with me one time when a little boy had a lunch. He was in the presence of Jesus, just enough for a boy. But giving that lunch to Jesus, he made it possible for them for several thousand people to eat. And I wanted to say to all of our young African Americans, the same Jesus that took the little boy's lunch and fed 5,000. He's alive tonight. All you have to do is give him your talent, your life, your ability, and whatever you give him, you always make better. So it's not my honor tonight, but all the glory and all the honor belong to my God and you. God bless you.
most faithful servants of our Lord, Bishop D.L. Lindsey, from right here in Arkansas, known all around the country for the work he has done in the kingdom. I want you to just think about the